Okay. Hey folks, welcome to my channel where I basically will review anything and almost everything. So today I've got a little bit of a treat for you. We're going to talk about frying pans. That's right, frying pans. Not my best subject, but a subject that's important because we all use them, right? I use them in my kitchen. You use them in your kitchen. I've used them out on the fire burners. You know, we just use them. So first, let me say that over the course of my life, I have used many different pans. Okay, I think that the pan industry is probably one of the richest industries in the world because everybody uses them. The pan companies sell them, and they make a lot of claims about how these pans will last a lifetime. But those claims are untrue, right? Because people like myself will use these pans and then we have to throw them away at a later date. Either the nonstick doesn't work anymore, either the nonstick doesn't work and it warps or it scratches or all three. Sometimes other things happen to them, right? Sometimes we take them and we throw them against the wall. Well, we don't do that. But I'm just saying that these pans, they don't last. They don't last. So what happens? We go out, we shop at a place like Costco, we see a pan of 3 nonstick pans for a really good price and we buy them. Then we go through that 3 and then we start all over again. It's this algorithm, this money pit algorithm that this industry knows they trap you into, right? And then we got the other pan companies, right, that claim that, oh, this new technology is going to work great. And it does work great for a limited time, right? All right, so let's just get into it. I'm just a consumer. I didn't know anything about this new pan that I got, okay? But I did some research, and little did I know that you can get the benefit of steel and cast iron in one pan. And that's with this one here. This one, okay, I got off of Amazon, and it's called the Matfer Bourgeat Carbon Steel Frying Pan at 11 3/4 inches. Now, after doing some research on carbon steel, I discovered that a lot of the chefs and professional cooks that are out there use carbon steel pans. And I thought to myself, what is it about carbon steel pans that are so different from a cast iron pan? Well, there's a lot. There's a lot of difference to it. And so I did this little caption here, and I'm just going to read this real quick. It says, they're non-toxic. They have no chemicals that leach into your food. And they have a great non-stick it's a great non-stick alternative provided you season it properly. Now, as far as the seasoning is concerned, that's where we're going to also talk about this Buzzy Wax cast iron and carbon steel seasoning that I used when I first got this pan. Because when this pan comes to you, it comes raw. It comes really clean, and it doesn't look like it's got this, obviously, this metal silvery color to it that they put a coating on it when you get it that you have to take off. So, and I'll explain to you a little bit how I use this to season this pan. But ultimately, for this pan to work for you, you have to use it. And I know that there's a million different videos out there that will tell you different ways to clean this pan. But I'm going to tell you right now, I stand nothing to gain when I say you can clean it with soap and water. You can put it put water in it and then boil the water on the stove to clean all the stuff off of it, and it'll be just fine. I'll be honest, I don't use a lot of soap on it. I basically just wipe the pan down like you would a cast iron pan, but sometimes I have to. My dog is asking me he needs to go out, so give me 1 second. Go ahead. All right. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so I've used the pan for about a month and a half now, maybe 2 months. And the color that you see in this pan is the color that you want over the time that you use it. Now, if you season it properly, you will get a nice even color like this, and the more you use it, the better it gets. I will also mention that temperature is everything with this pan. It's everything, okay, guys? I don't care what pan you're using. I don't think I've come across a pan where if it claims it's non-stick, something won't stick to it. Something always sticks to a pan if you use the wrong temperature, okay? It just does. And I learned the hard way that that's the case with these pans. Now, when I put food in this pan and stuff sticks to it, then I know that I didn't use it properly. But when I use it properly, then it works flawlessly, okay? And don't be intimidated by this, guys. Just, you know, sometimes just you gotta step outside your comfort zone, step outside the box, and try something new, right? And that's what I did with this pan. I'm not trying to make the pan seem like it's the begin end all of everything. I'm just trying to say that if you want to save money and you want a pan that's going to last a lifetime, I believe this pan will do that, all right? It comes with an awesome long handle. I will say that when you're searing with this pan, which you can do, and which I would recommend because that helps with the seasoning when you sear steaks and stuff on it, when you sear with this pan, this will get very hot. That's the only downside to this, I think, is this handle getting hot. I wish there was a way to make this pan to where it didn't get hot, but I don't know if that would just mess up the whole infrastructure of the pan. It's also spot welded. I'm also a welder, guys, so I understand that they did 3 spot welds on this. I don't know how long that will hold up for the course of the pan. For me, if it didn't hold up, it would be easy for me to re-weld it. But for some of you, you don't weld, so I hope that, you know, I like it better this way than with the rivets that some of these pans have, because then the food doesn't get stuck in the rivets, and it's just a smooth surface that you can work with. All right. Now, I will also say that there are many pans like this out there. All right. There's like, I don't know, hundreds of them, carbon steel pans. I only went with this one because of its reputation, its affordability, and it was returnable. You know, you go buy it on Amazon, it's returnable. All right, enough talking. Let's how about some action? All right, I'm gonna put the pan on my stove, and of course we're gonna do the great experiment with an egg and see how it works. I hope it works. I hope I do it right. There could be some human error here, but let's hope for the best. All right. Then I will also talk about after that how to use this wax on this pan when you first get it. All right, so I'm gonna bring my camera over here. Okay, guys, so here we are. We're gonna go ahead and do a real life experimentation on what it's like to cook an egg on this carbon steel now non-stick pan. Now, the pan has been seasoned, and I have used it multiple times. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is put this on low, okay? And the pan is pretty much, it's starting to get warm here already. Wow. Just leave it there. Then I'm going to throw in some olive oil. I don't know how much you guys like to put, but kind of like to put at least a half a teaspoon or something. I'm gonna go ahead and I like to spread my oil because I want everywhere. I want, you know, everywhere the egg touches, I want the pan to heat up. Kind of see it there. Okay, so I've got my burner on low, and I'm gonna wait for the pan to get hot. Seems like it's getting hot already, and I've got it on a little bit below, like a little bit below the low, closer, like a little closer to medium. But you don't want it to get too hot, okay, guys? If you get it too hot, you will literally like burn the egg to the pan. So you want to do a little research and learn what it takes to make a good egg on this pan, so that you try to get a good egg out of it every time you fry it, okay? So a lot of times I like to put my eggs in a bowl so that I don't crack the yolk. And so it's getting warm. I don't think you really want like a lot of steam coming from this pan, because then it'll be too hot. Remember, you can use this pan for both searing and cooking things like eggs, but it always just comes down to temp. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just throw it on there. Let's make sure you should always put oil on these pans, because that's what they need. They need a little bit of oil every time you cook with them. It's not like a pure nonstick pan until you get it to the point where it's seasoned so well that you just need a little bit of oil every time. But I would never just put anything directly on this pan that didn't have oil in it. All right, so let's put the egg in. All right, it's starting to do its job. Okay, now I just have it on low. And sometimes, I mean, if you want, you can even put I have like one of these clear lids that I like to use sometimes. And you know what? I'll put this in the description too. There'll be an Amazon link for the lid, the pan, and also this Buzzy Wax that I like to talk to you about. Okay. Yeah, could probably do that if you want, but let's just take that off for now. What I like about this lid, guys, is you can see your food pretty well, and this will fit multiple pots and pans because it's got these ridges here that fit to most of the pans and pots that you have. We are also going to use the metal spatula that I have here. Let me just clean it off real quick. Okay. I have a metal spatula that I like to use with these pans now. The reason why I use these metal spatulas is because I was using a plastic one for a long time, and I recently learned that using a plastic spatula, the plastic chemicals can leach into the food that you lift up because it gets so hot that it ends up tainting the food that you have. So, almost done here. Okay. Okay, so this egg is over there because you can tell it's kind of cooking toward the top there. But I would put it on low, guys. I don't know. I hope this lifts up okay. That feels good. Doesn't feel too bad, but it's not quite ready yet. I can tell. But, I mean, it's not too bad, really. Wow. Yeah. This pan heats up very evenly. So I don't think you'll ever have a problem as long as you use the right temp when cooking an egg. See? Look at that. Wow. Look at that, guys. I'm just a regular guy cooking an egg. That's all I am. And look at what I get. Bam! That's like magic. Look at that. I mean, really? That's a carbon steel pan, guys. That is not some kind of toxic nonstick pan. That is not some kind of ceramic pan. That is not even what some of these other pans that have metal built into it and claim that it's nonstick for the life of the pan. That's just a regular carbon steel pan that, if seasoned properly and oiled prior to use and using the right temp, you're going to give you an awesome egg like this. Look at that. Come on, man. That's exciting news right there. Well, I like to turn my eggs over. I'll probably mess it up now. Now I'm just going to turn it off. The pan's hot enough to where you don't need any more heat to it. It's going to retain its heat when you turn this sucker over. So let me show you. Done. Magic. All right, let's put it back into here. Second. Okay. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Carbon steel. Carbon steel, guys. Freaking carbon steel. And that's what it gave me. Okay, let me put this over here and then bring the camera back. Okay. Okay, so, well, you've seen it firsthand, how this steel pan worked for me, okay? I'm sorry I got to move the camera back and forth and all, but I'm just, just trying to make it right for you guys. The pan is hot. I wouldn't touch it. So here's the deal, guys. Let me fix this camera real quick. All right, just like that. Okay. Let's pick this up. Okay. So here's the deal, guys. I think the proof is in the pudding, right? You saw me put an egg in it, fry it at a low temperature. I'm still able to grab the handle, even though the handle will get hot if you sear with the pan. It does get very hot. But when you're cooking eggs and stuff like that, it's still manageable to grab. Also, there are other things that you can get on Amazon that you can use on a cast iron pan for a handle, on a cast iron pan that you might be able to use for this. And that's what one of these are. I will put a description, an Amazon link in the description for this pan. And it is an affiliate link, guys. So if you click on it, I do get a little something for it, and it helps me out, and it helps my channel. But what also helps me out is if you subscribe and share the video. So, so I'll put a link in the description for this and this spatula that I would highly recommend if you don't want to buy plastic that could leach chemicals into your food. And then also, let's get to the Buzzy Wax. The Buzzy Wax, when you buy this pan, it comes raw. Okay, it comes clean. It looks like stainless steel, basically. When you get this Buzzy Wax, follow the instructions on the back of it. Okay, it tells you basically that you've got to warm the cookware, which is this pan, to 200 degrees. Then you apply a thin layer of this Buzzy Wax around the pan. And then you wipe off the excess. You still have a layer in there, but if it's too much, you wipe off the excess. Just make sure it's thin and it goes into the whole pan. That means the inside, the outside, the handle, put it on everything. And then put the oven at 500 degrees and then drop it in the oven for an hour. You want to do that at least 3 times for this pan. I did it, I think 5. I'm a little excessive. So the more times you do it, the better the seasoning. After you do that one time, guys, you will be able to cook with this pan every day with everything that you put in it. And the more stuff you put in it to cook steak, eggs, fried rice, doesn't matter what it is, the better it will season the pan over time. My understanding is that you get one of these pans, you will never have to replace another pan for the rest of your life. Hopefully it's a long life. Okay, guys? So, I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you for, coming to my video. I would ask once again to please subscribe. And if you want any of these items I showed you, there will be some Amazon affiliate links down below that will help me grow this channel. Please comment if you like. I take all comments. I don't believe in censorship, so if you don't like the way I presented this, or if I'm wrong in any way, go ahead and correct me. I'm all good. Like I said, I'm new to this. I love it. I wish I had another pan like it, but I don't. And it's affordable. And by the way, it is very affordable. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.